Hello and good evening to BJ Ken Modelling. So over the last couple of days I've had a bit of a chance to catch up on a bit of painting, and I've done a bit more to my Highlander regiment. So last time I posted up, this is where I got to. So with the first stand of Highlanders, with the sergeant with his pike on the inside. So that's the stand that I'd pretty much completed. So since then I've painted this one. Now this is a mix of two companies, so the drummer, sergeant and the infantryman behind are from Italerie, and the colonel on horseback and the ensign I believe are from I think 1815 Waterloo company. Well, they may be streetlets. They're one of the two anyway, but they're a box set that you get a ensign and a colonel on horseback. Well, in fact, I think I showed the sprues off in the last video anyway. So if you want to check the sprues out, go back and have a look at the previous video that I posted up. So the flag, I'm not overly that pleased with the flag because it is a little bit bendy. So it does what I want it to do at the moment. Looked at a company called New Line Miniatures earlier today, and they do 20mm Neapoleonics. So I've ordered a couple of ensigns from them, and if they come back and they look in fitting and keeping with this unit, then I'll probably cut off the ensign here and his infantryman at the back there, and then just put two new ensigns and then order some flags from GMB or flags of war. So that's the plan with that one. So that's that stand. I've also painted up another 8. I must admit I've quite enjoyed doing these. There's more straightforward than you think, because once you put the base colours on and give them a wash of Agrac's Earthshade and just sort of picked out some of the main highlights and bits and pieces, and the cuffs and the lace, they've sort of much, you know, that took me probably 2 evenings to do all of those, and that's waiting for the wash to dry as well. So overall very pleased with the way that they've turned out. So my original idea was to basically have just like in black powder, your 24 man regiment, like so. However, I've got a few guys left over, and bearing in mind that we're only from what I can see 3 regiments of Highlanders at Waterloo, I thought I might as well make the most of it. So I'm going to put another couple of stands in. I've got the figures to do it, so I'm going to actually extend the infantry line to that, and I'm thinking about adding another stand. I've got enough figures from this one box to put another stand in at the end there. So if I just bring another stand in, there's nothing on this one yet. So, but just gives you an idea of how big the regiment will be. So that's the regiment size. Now, to be honest, that box cost me something like I think it was £1.60 or something like that a few years back. So I've managed to paint a complete Highland regiment, and these will be I think it's with a yellow flag. It will probably be the 79th, but that's off the top of my head, and I'm sure one of you Napoleonic buffs will probably pick me up on that. But there were 3 regiments there, so I think I've got enough figures to do it. Do the 3 battalions. So that's the Highlanders. So And again, when they base up, they're going to look quite nice as well. So, and again, that just gives you an that would be them on in March. And then again, you know, even if I think they should, if I'm right, they should go nicely in square. And again, that's just for, imagine those troops there, but that would be them in square formation. So again, it would look quite nice, I think, on the battlefield. Been following a couple of YouTubers, and they've been using 1/72 scale. In the next video, I'm going to give them a couple of shout outs and signpost people to their videos, because they've got some really good stuff. So that's the Highlanders, where I'm at with those, and also Postman's been. So I was quite pleased with that. So I'll just show you what the Postman's brought and what I've been playing with also. So this has also arrived, which was a 1/72 pack from Italerie, which is, let me get the box, bear with, not very well planned, which is this box set. I'll do a full unboxing maybe tomorrow, as I've got another one as well. But this is the French Line Guard artillery set. I'll unbox it properly tomorrow, but this is one of the frames I picked up for, I think I paid about £3 for this. So you get 2 cannons, which I've put on an oval base that I've got left over from my 28mm. They still haven't been done, by the way, so they'll be coming up in a video sometime in the future. But at the moment, I'm just having a bit of a play with 20mm. So 2 cannons. You also get some crew, which look like they're guard artillerymen. So, however, you don't get many. You only get 5 of these. So again, I've been onto New Line earlier to see whether they match. So I bought some more guard artillerymen. So this one's got a spyglass or telescope. So that's quite a nice figure to paint up. We've got a gentleman who is carrying a cannonball to be loaded. They've got their sabretaches there off their belt, and their sabres. And then you get somebody who's lighting the fuse and waiting for the cannon to explode, to fire off and to explode. I think the Duke of Wellington would have preferred if the French cannons had exploded rather than them firing the number of cannonballs that they did rain down on the Brits during that battle. So that's the figures you get with it, which go with the gun. You also get 2 guardsmen on horseback. So again, as you can see, they're quite detailed, bearing in mind they're 20mm plastic, and it's a soft plastic as well. So it's not the sort of plastic that you're probably used to with some of the games, some of the figures from Warlord games or from other sets. So again, these have been sprayed. You get 2 of those, and the bit that I was really impressed with is you get a limber. So this was fiddly, to say the least. Did I need to throw out the window? Yes, I did. Did it make me cry? Yes, it did. It didn't quite go together well at the back, so that's sort of been fudged. I've got to fill a little gap in there with a bit of super glue. It comes with two guardsmen on the wagon, and 2 artillerymen leading the train. Now I originally think that cannon was due to fit on the back because there is a position for it, and therefore you'd only have one gun with crew, which would make sense. However, I'm thinking if I can maximise it a little bit, I'll put the 5 crewmen on this particular base, and maybe put one of the horses. And if the crewmen do fit from New Line Miniatures, then I shall put 5 around this gun, and have these 2 on maybe 25mm round bases, just around the side. I did buy a couple more boxes of these because they were reasonably well priced, and I thought I'd give it a go, because if you was to buy that in 28mm metal, I think you'd be paying something along the lines of like £25. So we'll see how it paints up. I think it's going to be a bit fiddly, but during lockdown, I'm not going anywhere, so I'll give it a bit of a go. So that's the video for tonight. Watching all your stuff. It's been great to see Leon T66's Highlanders as well in 28mm. I see Liberator also posted a video. I've watched Pancake's a couple of games of Black Powder that he put up. Also, I think it's Phil Stevenson, but I say in the next video I'll be doing a few shout outs to people. So keep safe everyone, and hopefully catch up with you soon. Take it easy.